Rome, at the height of its power, is considered the safest place in the world. The empire is wealthy.
Is rich.
Its borders are stable. Roads cut across entire continents.
Grain ships
arrive from distant provinces. Law, order, and spectacle hold society together. And yet, for the average Roman, survival is never guaranteed. This is the contradiction at the heart of ancient Rome. From the outside, this world appears confident, disciplined, even prosperous. But step away from emperors and marble statues, and daily life reveals its fragility. A wound, a failed season, a fire, an illness, and everything can collapse. To be clear, this is not a story about a civilization in decline. For many, Rome works.
To be clear, this is
People
not a story
laugh,
about
work,
a collapsing
eat,
civilization.
raise children, attend games, and live full lives.
People laugh, work, eat, raise families, attend
But beneath
games,
that surface
and live
lies a
full
quieter
lives.
reality.
But beneath
Ordinary
that
Romans live at
surface
the edge
is
of an
a
abyss,
quieter reality.
sustained by systems they do not
Ordinary
control
Romans
and cannot
live close
repair
to the
when they
edge,
fail.
supported by
In this
systems
film,
they
we
do
focus on
not
that
control
hidden layer of
and
Roman
cannot
life.
repair when they fail.
Not senators,
In this
not
film,
generals,
we
not
focus on
emperors,
that
but the
hidden
people who
layer
carried
of
water,
Roman life.
baked bread,
Not
raised
senators,
children in cramped
not
rooms,
generals,
worked until their bodies gave
not
out, and
emperors,
trusted that tomorrow would still
but
function.
the people who carried
Using
water,
archaeological
baked
evidence,
bread,
ancient
raised
texts,
children in
and
cramped
AI-based
rooms,
historical
worked until their
reconstruction,
bodies failed,
we recreate
and
what daily
trusted
life
that
felt like
tomorrow
around
would still
150 AD, not as
Using
legend, not
archaeological
as spectacle,
evidence,
but as
ancient
lived
texts,
experience.
and AI-based
Because Rome was
historical
powerful,
reconstruction, we
and ordinary
rebuild what
Romans were
daily
vulnerable.
life felt like around
Understanding that
150
tension is the only
AD,
way to understand
not
this
as
world
legend,
fully.
Not as spectacle,
Most Romans do
but
not live
as
in
lived
villas.
experience,
They live in insulae,
because
overcrowded
Rome
apartment
was
blocks
powerful,
squeezed into
and
narrow city
ordinary
streets.
Romans were vulnerable.
From the outside,
And
these buildings appear
understanding
solid.
that tension is
Inside,
the only way
they are
to
fragile.
understand this world
A
at
single
all.
room is common.
Most
Sometimes
Romans
two,
do not
if you are
live
fortunate.
in villas. They live
Families sleep,
in insulae,
eat, store
crowded
tools,
apartment
cook,
blocks packed
and raise
into
children
narrow
in the
city
same
streets.
confined space.
From the outside,
There is no
these
privacy here,
buildings look
no
solid.
silence.
From the
The
inside,
higher you live,
they are
the
fragile.
cheaper and more
A
dangerous
single
it
room
becomes.
is common.
Upper floors are poorly
Sometimes
constructed,
two, if
supported
you
by
are
wood
lucky.
rather than stone.
Families sleep,
Fire spreads
eat,
quickly.
store tools,
Collapse is a
cook,
constant
and
risk.
raise children
Roman
in the
writers
same
openly warn
confined
against
space.
renting above certain
There is
levels.
no privacy here.
Beds are
no
simple
quiet.
wooden frames or
The higher
straw
you
mats.
live, the cheaper
Blankets are
and more
thin.
dangerous
In
it
winter,
becomes.
cold seeps through walls
Upper
and
floors
floors.
are poorly built,
Cooking happens over
supported
braziers
by
or
wood,
portable
not
stoves.
stone.
Smoke
Fires
lingers.
spread quickly.
Sparks fall.
Collapse
Entire
is a
neighborhoods can
constant
burn
risk.
from a single accident.
Roman writers openly
This is not
warn
rare,
people not to
it is
rent
expected.
above certain levels.
Water does not
Beds
reach
are
most
simple
homes.
wooden frames or
Someone
straw
must
pallets.
fetch it, often
Blankets
women or
are
children,
thin.
carrying heavy
In winter,
jars up slippery
cold
stairs.
creeps through walls
There
and
is no
floors.
sewage system inside
Cooking
these
is done
apartments.
over small braziers
Waste
or
is dumped
portable
into
stoves.
streets, drains,
Smoke
or shared
lingers.
latrines.
Sparks fall.
Disease
Entire
spreads
neighborhoods
easily.
can burn
The
from a
smells
single
never
accident.
fully disappear.
This is not
This
rare.
is not misery,
It is
it
expected.
is normality.
Water does
Romans
not flow
adapt.
into most homes.
They socialize
Someone
outdoors,
must fetch it.
eat simply,
Often women
depend
or
on neighbors.
children carrying
But life
heavy
inside
jars
an insula
up
is always
staircases
temporary.
Slick with
You are
filth.
sheltered,
There
never
is no
secure,
sewage system inside
protected,
these
never
apartments.
safe. Rome
Waste
feeds
is
its
dumped
people,
into streets,
but barely.
drains or shared latrines.
Most ordinary Romans do not
Disease
eat what we
spreads
imagine as
easily.
Roman cuisine.
Smells never
No
fully
endless
disappear.
banquets,
This
no
is
exotic
not misery,
luxuries.
It is normality.
Survival depends on grain.
Romans adapt.
Bread is the foundation
They
of
socialize
life.
outside. They eat
Heavy
simply.
loaves made from
They
wheat or
rely
barley,
on neighbors.
often dark,
But life
often
inside
coarse,
an insula
sometimes
is
mixed with
always
cheaper
provisional.
ingredients when supplies
You
run
are
low.
housed, but never
For the
secure.
urban poor,
Sheltered,
food
but
is
never
not
safe.
earned, it is
And this
managed.
fragile domestic world
The state
shapes
distributes
everything that
subsidized
comes
grain
next.
through the Annona. Without
Rome
it,
feeds
Rome
its
does not
people,
function.
but just
This system
barely.
is not generosity.
Most ordinary
It is
Romans
control.
do not eat
A
what we
hungry
imagine
city
as
revolts.
Roman food.
Meals are
No
repetitive.
endless feasts, no
Bread,
exotic banquets,
porridge,
no luxury.
olives when affordable,
Daily survival
beans or
depends
lentils,
on grain.
occasionally
Bread
vegetables.
is the foundation
Meat
of
is
life.
rare. Fresh
Coarse,
fish is
heavy
expensive.
loaves made from wheat
Cheese
or
and
barley,
eggs appear
often
only with
dark,
luck.
often gritty,
Street vendors sell hot
sometimes
food
mixed with
because
cheaper
many
fillers
apartments
when
are too
supplies
cramped or
tight.
dangerous for regular
For
cooking.
the urban poor,
Soups,
food is not
stews,
earned.
bread
It
soaked
is
in oil or
managed.
broth.
The state
Enough
distributes
to continue,
subsidized
not
grain
enough to feel
through
secure.
the Annona. Without
Hunger
it,
is familiar,
Rome cannot
even in
function.
good times.
This
One
system
failed
is not
shipment,
generosity.
one delayed
It is
convoy,
control.
One political
hungry city
disruption,
riots.
and prices rise
Meals
overnight.
are repetitive.
Wages do
Bread
not.
porridge, olives,
Families
if
stretch meals
affordable
thinner.
beans or lentils.
Children eat
Occasionally,
less so adults can
vegetables.
work.
Meat is
People
rare.
skip meals without
Fresh fish
calling it
is
fasting.
expensive.
This is the
Cheese and
quiet
eggs
reality
appear
beneath
only
Rome's
when
grandeur.
luck allows.
A city sustained by
cooking
logistics
happens
so
quickly
complex that
and
failure
cheaply.
is always one
Street
storm,
vendors
one
sell
war,
hot food
one decision
because
away.
many apartments are
And
too
food
dangerous
is only the
or
beginning.
too cramped to cook in regularly.
Roman life appears
Soup,
orderly from the
stews,
outside.
bread soaked in oil or broth, enough to keep going.
Inside the
not
body,
enough to
it is
feel full.
fragile.
Hunger
Disease
is familiar,
everywhere,
even in good
constant,
times. A
expected.
bad shipment, a delayed
Cities
convoy,
like Rome are overcrowded
political
beyond modern
disruption,
imagination.
and prices rise
Narrow
overnight.
streets,
And when
shared
prices
water
rise,
sources,
wages
open
do
drains,
not.
human
Families
waste dumped
stretch
wherever
meals
possible.
thinner.
Animals
Children
live
eat
alongside
less,
people.
so adults
Rats
can
move
work.
freely.
People skip
Clean
meals
water
without
exists,
calling it fasting.
but access is unequal.
This is the quiet reality
Aqueducts supply
beneath Rome's
fountains and
grandeur.
baths,
A
not
city
private
fed by
homes.
logistics so
Contamination
complex
is invisible.
that failure is
When illness
always
comes,
one
it
storm,
feels sudden.
one war,
Fever,
one
weakness,
decision away.
pain, and
And
fear.
food
Roman
is
medicine is
only
advanced
the
for its
beginning.
time, but limited.
Because what happens
Doctors
to a
exist,
Roman body
but they are
when
expensive.
it breaks,
Many
when
are
it
trained through
sickens,
apprenticeship,
matters
not science.
just as much
Treatments
as what
rely on
goes into
herbal
it.
remedies, bloodletting, diet changes,
Roman
superstition
life
mixed
looks
with
orderly
observation.
from the
There is no
outside.
understanding of
Inside
bacteria,
the body,
no
it is
antiseptics,
fragile.
no antibiotics.
Disease is everywhere.
Minor infections
Constant,
today could
expected,
kill within days.
unavoidable.
Childbirth
Cities like
is
Rome
especially
are crowded
dangerous.
beyond anything
Many
most
women
people can
die not
imagine.
during labor,
Narrow
but
streets,
days later from
shared
fever.
water sources,
Public
open
baths,
drains,
intended for
human
hygiene,
waste
also
dumped where
spread
it can
disease.
be. Animals
Warm,
live
reused
alongside
water
people.
becomes a
Rats
breeding ground.
move freely.
Most people
Clean
expect
water
illness
exists,
eventually. They
but
plan around
access
it,
is unequal.
fear it,
Aqueducts
accept it.
feed fountains and baths.
Death is not dramatic,
Not every
it is routine.
household. Many people
And this
rely
proximity
on
to
wells,
illness shapes
cisterns, or
everything.
polluted streets.
How families live,
Contamination
how many
is
risks they
invisible
take,
and
how
unknowable.
tightly they hold
When
one
sickness
another.
comes, it feels
Because in
sudden.
Rome, survival
Fever,
is not about
weakness,
avoiding
pain,
danger,
and
it is
then
about
fear.
enduring it. When health
Roman
fails,
medicine is
the law
advanced
does not
for its
protect
time,
you.
but limited.
Rome is famous
Doctors
for its
exist,
laws.
but they
But
are
for ordinary
expensive.
people, the law is
Many
not
are
protection.
slaves or freedmen
It is pressure.
trained through apprenticeships,
Roman law
not
is
formal
detailed,
science.
written, extensive,
Treatments rely
but
on
not equal.
herbal remedies.
Your experience with
Bloodletting
justice
diet
depends entirely on who
changes
you are.
superstition, mixed with
Your
observation.
gender, your wealth,
There is no
your legal
understanding
status.
of bacteria.
Citizens
no
have rights.
Antiseptics, no
Non-citizens have
antibiotics.
fewer. Slaves have
Infections
almost
that would be
none.
Minor, today
Punishment
can
is
kill
public
within
by
days.
design.
A small wound
Beatings,
can turn fatal.
whippings,
Childbirth
forced
is
labour,
especially
executions.
dangerous. Many
The goal
women
is not
die
fairness,
not during labour,
it is deterrence.
but days later from fever.
Fear fuels the system.
Public baths meant
Trials
for hygiene
exist,
and health
but evidence
also
often
spread
matters
disease.
less than status.
Crowded,
A
warm,
poor man
reused
accusing
water
a wealthy
becomes
one
a
rarely
perfect
wins.
environment for illness.
Testimony from
Most
slaves
people
is accepted
expect
only
sickness
if
to strike
extracted under
eventually.
torture,
They
because
plan around
Roman
it.
logic assumes
They fear
truth
it,
requires
but
pain.
accept it.
Prisons are not
Death
for long
is
sentences.
not dramatic.
They are holding
It is
cells,
routine.
dark,
And
crowded,
this constant
unsanitary,
proximity
where
to
people
illness
wait for punishment
shapes
or
everything.
death.
How
For
families
women,
live,
the law
how
is
they
narrower
raise
still.
children, how
They
much
remain
risk
under
they
male
accept.
authority.
Because
First
in
fathers,
Rome, survival
then
is
husbands.
not about avoiding
Justice
danger.
in Rome functions,
It is about
but it functions
enduring
through
it.
hierarchy and
And
fear.
when health
Rome runs
fails,
not on marble
law
or
does
monuments,
not
but on
protect you.
bodies. For ordinary
Rome
Romans,
is famous for
work
its
is not a
laws,
stage of
but
life.
for ordinary
It is
people,
life itself.
Law is not
From
protection.
before dawn until
It
light
is
fades,
pressure.
people
The
labour.
spectacle on a
Men
chariot
carry
races,
stone, unload ships,
gladiatorial games,
haul water,
massive
repair
scale,
roads.
public executions
Women grind grain,
folded
wash
into
clothes,
entertainment.
cook, sew,
These events
raise
are
children,
free or
manage
heavily
homes,
subsidized
and often sell goods
because
or work
a bored
outside as well.
population thinks.
Children
An
help
entertained
early.
one watches.
Extra hands mean
The Circus
survival.
Maximus holds
There are no
hundreds of
safety
thousands.
standards, no
It is louder
compensation
than
for
hunger,
injury,
more
no concept
absorbing
of
than
workplace
fear.
protection.
People cheer teams
If you are
the way
strong,
later
you work.
generations cheer
If you are
nations.
injured, you stop
Identity
earning.
shifts from
And when
survival
earnings
to
stop,
allegiance.
everything begins to
For a few
unravel.
hours, life
A twisted
feels
ankle
larger
can end a
than work
livelihood.
and illness.
A crushed finger
But
can mean
spectacle
hunger.
is not
A fall
neutral.
from scaffolding can mean
Gladiators
death.
are not heroes.
Most
They
labourers
are
age quickly.
reminders. Most are slaves,
By their
prisoners,
30s or 40s,
condemned
bodies
men.
are worn down,
Their deaths
bent
are
backs,
ritualized
swollen
violence.
joints,
A
scarred
message
hands.
written in blood.
Rome looks
This is
eternal.
what happens to bodies the system
The people
no longer
sustaining it
needs.
are replaceable.
Crowds
Slavery
cheer,
is not a footnote in
because
Rome.
they are
It is
cruel,
infrastructure.
but because watching
Nearly every
gives them
system that
distance
keeps
from
Roman
their own
society functioning
vulnerability.
depends on enslaved
If
labor.
it's them, It isn't me.
Slaves cook food,
Executions
clean
serve the same
streets,
function.
carry water,
Punishment
farm
becomes
land,
performance.
build roads, run
Justice
workshops,
becomes
care for
theatre.
the sick.
Fear
Remove
is made
slavery,
visible
and the city stops.
normalized. Even
For free
festivals
Romans,
follow this logic.
creates a tension.
Feasts,
They are not
games, and
enslaved,
holidays
but they
arrive
live beside
not
slavery
randomly,
constantly,
but strategically.
compete with it, depend
After
on it.
hardship, unrest,
An
or
enslaved
tension,
worker can replace a free
entertainment
laborer
is
overnight.
deployed.
Wages stay
Rome
low.
understands
Fear
something
stays
deeply
high.
modern. People
Slaves
can
are
endure
legally property.
almost anything.
They can
if
be
they are
bought,
periodically
sold,
distracted
punished,
from it.
separated from
But
families at
this
will.
escape has limits.
Many live inside
When
homes,
food shortages
close to their
stretch
owners,
too long,
close enough to hear
when
private
disease
conversations.
overwhelms distraction,
This intimacy does
when
not
work
create
leaves
safety.
nothing left to
It
recover,
creates tension.
spectacle
Violence
stops
is built
working.
into the system.
And when it stops
Not
working,
always
Rome
dramatic,
does not collapse,
always present.
but the illusion
Freedom
of
itself
safety
is
does.
unstable. A
Because
freed
beneath
slave
the
gains
games,
legal
the
status,
cheers,
but never
and the
equality.
noise,
Suspicion
ordinary
follows.
Romans return to
Slavery
cramped
shapes
rooms,
Roman thinking.
fragile bodies,
Power
and
defines
uncertain
humanity.
futures.
The Roman family
And
is built
that
not around
uncertainty
romance,
shapes the
but
most
around
personal
control and
part of
continuity.
Roman life.
At its center stands
How
the
people form
paterfamilias, the
relationships,
male head of
how
household.
they marry, and
His
how
authority
they
is
raise
legal and
children
sweeping.
who may not survive.
Over wife. Children,
Rome is
freedmen,
built for the strong.
slaves.
Its streets
Marriage
are
is
steep
practical.
and uneven.
Alliances,
its work is
property,
physical.
stability.
Its economy rewards
Girls marry
bodies that
young,
can labor,
men are
carry,
older,
endure.
authority flows
There is
in
no
one
concept
direction.
of retirement.
Childbirth
If you
is
cannot
constant
work,
and
you must be
dangerous.
supported by family,
Many women
by
survive multiple
patronage,
pregnancies.
or by luck.
Many do
And
not.
luck runs out quickly.
Infant mortality is
Injury
high.
is common.
Parents learn
A
not to
fall
assume
from
survival.
scaffolding, a
Children
crushed hand at a
are
mill,
raised with discipline
back
more
broken
than
under
indulgence.
years of hauling stone
Boys
or
prepare
water.
for labor or military
Once injured,
life.
recovery is uncertain.
Girls prepare for
Medical
domestic
care
responsibility.
Is expensive. Rest
Apartments
means
are crowded.
no income. Many
Privacy
people
is
never
rare.
fully heal.
Stress is
Disability
normal.
does not remove
Yet families
expectations.
endure.
You are still expected
Meals
to eat,
are shared.
but no
Stories are
longer
told.
expected to earn.
Rituals mark life and
Families
death.
absorb this burden
The home
first.
is not safe.
Elderly
but
parents
it is belonging.
share rooms with children and
Outside
grandchildren.
waits a city
The
offering
sick are kept
opportunity
inside,
and little
out of
mercy.
sight, if
Religion in
possible.
Rome is everywhere.
But space
But
is
it is
limited.
not gentle.
Food
It
is
does not
limited.
promise improvement.
Patience
It
is
explains
limited.
suffering.
Those without
Romans
family
navigate a
face
dense
harder
web of
choices.
gods, spirits,
Some beg.
and ancestral forces.
Some attach themselves to
Religion is
temples or
transactional.
bath complexes.
Honor the gods correctly,
Some sell
and life
what remains
continues.
of their labor.
Fail, and
guarding
disaster
doors,
is your fault.
Watching goods,
Homes maintain
performing
shrines
menial
to household
tasks.
spirits.
Others
Offerings
simply
are simple.
vanish from records.
Bread, wine,
Old age is not
incense.
respected by default.
Public religion is rigid.
Respect must be earned earlier through status, wealth, or connections.
Festivals and sacrifices
Without
aim
those,
to preserve
aging
order,
is
not
exposure.
inspire hope.
Women face
When
this
prayers
more
fail,
sharply.
faith
Widows
does not
without
vanish.
sons
It hardens.
lose protection.
Plague
Disabled
signals
women
ritual error.
lose marriage prospects.
Famine signals divine
Older women
displeasure.
often survive only through
Death signals
informal
fate
networks.
fulfilled.
Favors, gossip,
Religion
shared
offers structure
childcare.
in instability,
Slaves
not
fare
comfort
worst.
in cruelty.
An injured slave
It teaches
loses
endurance,
value. An elderly
acceptance,
slave becomes a cost.
resistance without rebellion.
Some are freed when they can
And
no
when
longer
faith,
work.
family,
not
and
as
work
mercy,
all reach their
but as
limits,
release
only the body
from
remains.
obligation.
Rome offers spectacle,
Freedom in that moment
chariot
is
races,
abandonment.
gladiator games,
Rome does not
public
plan for
executions
decline.
woven into entertainment.
It assumes continuity.
These events are
that
free
bodies
or
will keep
subsidized.
functioning,
A
that
distracted
families will keep
population does not
absorbing
revolt.
loss, that those
The Circus
who fall
Maximus
behind
holds hundreds
will
of thousands.
quietly disappear.
For hours, hunger and
Most
fear
people
are replaced by
understand
loyalty
this
and
early.
noise.
They work while
Gladiators
they
are
can.
not heroes.
They save.
They are
when
reminders.
possible.
Most
They
are slaves
invest
or
in
prisoners.
children,
Their
patrons,
deaths are
and
ritualized
alliances.
violence, a
Because
message
in Rome,
written in blood.
Survival is
Executions
not
become
just
theatre.
about today.
Justice becomes performance.
It is about what happens
Entertainment
when your
arrives
strength fails
strategically
and the
after
system
tension,
keeps moving
unrest,
without
scarcity.
you. And
Rome
nowhere
understands
is that
something
more
modern.
visible
People
than in
can
the
endure
final
almost
space
anything
where
if
Roman
periodically
lives converge.
distracted.
Death.
But distraction has
And
limits.
what, if
When
anything,
hunger
follows
lasts
it?
too long. When disease
Rome
overwhelms
does not
spectacle.
collapse in this story.
When work offers nothing
That is
left to
the
recover,
uncomfortable
the
truth.
illusion weakens.
The empire endures.
And ordinary
Its
Romans
roads
return to
stay
fragile
busy.
rooms and
Its laws
uncertain futures.
continue.
Rome
Its
is built for the
monuments
strong.
rise higher.
There is
What
no
fails
retirement.
is not
If you
Rome.
cannot work,
It is the people
you rely on
inside it.
family or fortune.
For ordinary Romans,
Injury is common.
life is not
Recovery
defined by
uncertain.
glory or decay,
Rest means
but by
lost
proximity
income.
to risk.
Elderly
You live
parents
well
share
enough
rooms with
until
children.
you don't.
The ill
You work
remain at home
until
if
your
possible.
body fails.
Those without
You
family
eat
beg,
until supply
attach
breaks.
themselves to temples,
You
or
obey,
vanish from
because
record.
disobedience
Old age is
costs
not
too much.
automatically respected.
Rome functions
It must be earned through
because
status or wealth.
Loss.
Enslaved people suffer
quietly.
most.
The injured fade
An injured
from
slave
records.
loses value.
The old are folded into households or
An
pushed
aging
aside.
slave becomes
Slaves
a cost.
are replaced.
Rome
The poor
assumes
are
continuity.
endured, not rescued.
That bodies will
Nothing
keep functioning.
here is accidental.
That families will absorb
This
losses.
is not cruelty born of
Most
chaos.
people understand this
It
early.
is order
They work
designed
while
for
able.
scale.
Save
Rome
when
does
possible.
not promise safety.
Invest in
It
alliances.
promises stability.
Because survival
as
is
long
not
as
only about
individuals
today.
remain replaceable.
It is about what
And
happens
most
when
people
strength
understand
fails
this.
and the
They
system
build
continues
meaning
without
small.
you. Rome does not
In
collapse
family
in this
meals,
story.
in shared rooms,
The empire
in favors
endures.
owed and repaid,
Roads
in
remain
gods,
busy.
asked
Laws
for
continue.
endurance,
Monuments
not
rise
rescue.
higher.
They laugh.
What fails are the
They
individuals
celebrate
inside
festivals. They
Ordinary
attend
Roman
games.
life is defined
They
not
fall
by
in love.
glory or decay,
Not
but by
because
proximity
life is
to risk.
easy, but because
You live well
it
enough
is fragile.
until you do
That
not.
is the real lesson
Rome
of Rome.
functions because
Not
it
marble,
absorbs
not
loss.
legions, not
The
emperors,
sick disappear quietly.
but a society
The injured
so
vanish from
powerful
records.
that it could keep
The elderly are
functioning
folded
while
into
millions
households.
lived close
Slaves
to the
are
edge
replaced.
and learned to survive
This is not chaos.
without expecting
It
protection.
is design. Rome
Rome
promises
was
stability
not cruel by
as long as
accident.
individuals remain
It
replaceable.
was efficient by design.
And people know this.
And
They build
understanding
meaning in
that
small things.
is the only way to truly
Shared
understand
meals, crowded
how ordinary
rooms,
people
debts
lived
paid.
inside the greatest
Gods asked for
empire
endurance,
the
not
ancient
rescue.
world ever built.
They celebrate not because
This
life is
was
easy,
Rome.
but because
Not
it is
as
fragile.
legend, not
That
as
is Rome.
spectacle,
Not legend,
but
not
as
spectacle,
lived reality.
but lived reality.
If you want
If you
to
wish to
continue
continue
this journey
exploring
through
history as it was experienced
actually
by ordinary
experienced
people,
by
not elites,
ordinary people,
subscribe.
not elites,
Because the past did
subscribe.
not feel like a story.
Because the past
It
didn't
felt
feel
like life.